You see, I'm not here to convince or twist anyone's arm on XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano or VeChain or any of the ones that I really truly believe in. What I'm here is to make sure that I put the information out there, you consume the information, and you come to your own discernment. The bottom line is I can't give anybody 9 years of XRP understanding of the mechanics, understanding of the full vision of where it's going, what its final destination is, and what it's trying to achieve as a global monetary system. It's true. The banks don't like us just as much as they don't like Bitcoin or any of the other ones, because this is competition for them. If they liked us, we would not be in court for 4.5, 5 years. And still the case, technically speaking, if you want to get technical, the case is still not over. It's going to take another 60 or 90 days. I mean, talk about kicking the can down the road. So the bottom line is, I hope that everybody does their homework, and I hope that everybody buys some XRP, because I know that when the timing is right, and the timing is not when you and me want to get rich. It's got nothing to do with me and you. It's got to do with them having to move all of the money, and all of the money in this new world, this new reality that we're about to graduate into, is a completely different reality, whether you like to believe it or not. Again, I'm not here for an argument. I'm here to tell you what I know to be true. And what I know to be true is this, is that when it's time for them to move all of the money, whether it is, 20 quadrillion dollars per year or 100 quadrillion dollars per year, how much of that is going to be moved by XRP? How much of that is going to be moved by XLM? How much of that is going to be moved by XDC, the ones that can move at lightning speed and scalable to 3.5 trillion transactions per second? Now, don't argue with me. Again, please go to YouTube, punch in XRP, trillions of transactions per second. A video will pop up I believe, by Moon Lambo. And in there, Moon Lambo talks about a guy that we believe is an inside guy who is an incredible writer by the name of Hodor. Hodor, we believe, is an inside guy that sat on the board, probably still sits on the board of Ripple. And he was released specifically to drop breadcrumbs. And so, we got 9 years. We got a 20 degree, 30 degree, 50 degree, 100 degree black belt on XRP. I cannot expect anybody in this room or anybody who listens to this message to understand or understand or overstand what XRP is, what XRP ultimately will be. See, to me, the $2 price tag, I rejoice these $2 price tags because I know they're short-lived. Right now, how many of you, if you can go back in time and buy Bitcoin at $2, how many of you would be willing, ready, and able to rob banks if you knew you can get away with it? Okay? To throw it all in on Bitcoin. I know I would be one of the first ones in line to do that. And I know many of you would too, because you already know the future. What happens in 5 years that we are right and the XRP is moving, quadrillions of dollars, and it will, not because you and I need to become rich. It's got nothing to do with you and I becoming rich. It's got to do with world commerce. You're not so important. You and I are not so important. So get off your high horse and get rid of the arrogance, because it's got nothing to do with you and me. It's got to do with them moving money. It's got to do with the new banking system. It's got to do with a new system, a new financial system. And you and I are not that important. What's important is that they don't have the choice to be able to literally go at full speed. And the reason why is simple. The reason why is because they have to measure 900 times and cut once. They don't have the luxury to go back and say, oops, we made a mistake. We got to go back and do it again. There is no do-overs, folks. This is for all the casino chips. This is for everything. Now, I got my XRP. My wife has got her XRP. I don't even know how many bags she's got, but she's got a few. She's a very smart little Asian girl. She knows how to do things like call trading, which it's a little bit over my head. I just buy and accumulate, buy. It goes up, I buy more. It goes down, I buy more. It stays level, I buy more. I just have more money, I buy more. I accumulate for 9 years. When it's all said and done, there's going to be a new ruling class. That new ruling class is going to be, part of that ruling class has to be XRP. The Bitcoin people made a ton of money. Can it still go higher? Yes. But if XRP goes to $100, that's 50x what it's right now. Will Bitcoin go that high? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. It can. Anything is possible. But I think it's more likely that XRP goes to $100 than Bitcoin goes to 10 million. At least in a much sooner time frame. So that's where I'm at with all of this. It's got to do with you seeing the big picture. You got to do your own homework for you and your family. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm fucking delusional. I don't believe I'm delusional. I believe I'm right. I've been at this way too long. You see, I was a Bitcoin guy. I mined 3 Bitcoins successfully. And we sold it at the height of 2017. And because we saw the writing on the wall, and we believed back then, and we still believe today, that it is XRP. And XLM is going to have a lot to do with it. And Cardano is going to have a lot to do with it. And XDC is going to have a lot to do with it. The ISO tokens are the ones I believe wholeheartedly you need to pay attention to, because those are the ones that have to do with the new banking financial system. Central bank digital currencies, DOA. Donald Trump has said it. And I don't know why a lot of the XRP Army 1.0, which I dubbed them XRP 1.0, not to be condescending, but because that's exactly, they can't think outside that box. The central bank digital currencies is DOA, dead on arrival. That's what they want for you, because this way they can enslave you and they could print their central bank digital currency until the cows come home. It'll be same old, same old. That's not going to happen. That's out the window. Donald Trump is playing under a different set of rules. When it's all said and done, your government is going to be shrunk down by conservatively, 90%, potentially as high as 98.8%. Technology is going to take over. This is the reason why they were on the Senate floor yelling and screaming to the top of their lungs. They don't want blockchain. Why? Because they want a system that's going to fuel until the end of time. That's why. And it's over. They know at some point we'll be able to vote with pinpoint accuracy and get the results within 25 minutes on a national level as to who won the election with a margin of error of 0. Do you understand? Are you starting to get the picture? There's going to be a way to govern, and you're going to govern through the blockchain. The blockchain will either kick it forward because you're governing properly, or you're not governing properly, and you're going to be potentially at risk of losing your political career. That's why they don't want the blockchain. It is a truth machine. It is a mathematical machine on steroids, and you can no longer finagle the bagel. It's over. Technology that is coming out right now, flying cars that could take you anywhere in the world in under an hour. Plasma technology that makes your nuclear bombs as worthless as a firecracker. We can disintegrate an entire city in less than 2 minutes, as if it never even existed. This is what's coming. Med beds that will give you a lifespan of 1,000 years. Free energy technology, clean air, organic food, super organic food on steroids. It's all coming. But yet people who watch CNN and Fox News and ABC always broadcasting crap will never know the shit. And then when we try to tell them, they laugh at us and they walk away quickly because if they stick around, they're going to be embarrassed. These are college educated people with fancy words. You're at college, you learn there's 18 fancy words. Let me tell you something. I will not trade my education for anybody who went to college ever. You know why? Because my diploma, you got to earn it. You don't buy it. You earn it. I don't have to take out a school loan to get my diploma. The School of Hard Knocks is the best school in the world. Well, I gave you a mouthful. Now, whether you own XRP or you don't own XRP, I'm not here to twist your arm or arm wrestle anybody. I love every single one of you. And I hope that you do your homework. I hope you do say, hey, you know what? Maybe that Mel down there in Merritt Island, Florida, maybe he's right. Maybe he knows what he's talking about. This XRP might be something. Because you know what? You can call it a banker's coin all you want. But if it was really a banker's coin, would we be sued by Jamie Dimon? Why do you think, and then I'll leave you with this, why do you think there was a lawsuit? When Jamie Dimon and his cronies found out that their goose is cooked, that because they didn't take this seriously, and they went and tried to build their own JP Morgan token, which is a laughable piece of shit token, when they tried to hire anybody who could build anything, and nobody was home because everybody's working for who? Ripple. The talent pool was dried, folks. They said they went to the, Gary Gensler and their cronies over there at the SEC, which is an illegal 3-letter agency. They got nothing to do with the federal government. They're there to harass the American people and work for Wall Street. That's the short and skinny. And they slapped us with a lawsuit to slow the entire thing down because they realized their goose was cooked. So let's not call it a banker's coin. It's a humanitarian coin. And we're about to take over the world. Welcome to CarminesGold.com. Don't waste not even a second looking. Cheaper prices just don't exist. How important is it for you to own gold and silver right now? What does it mean to me personally? There's an economy that's about to crash beyond what words can explain. In 5 words, I'm going to educate you on gold and silver. Are you ready? You need to own some. Simple. Time is of the essence as the walls are closing in. This crash is visibly in motion right now. Don't kid yourself. The only way to preserve wealth is to become your own central bank. Just by owning gold and silver, the banks that are going into survival mode are currently stacking gold and silver like it's going out of style. You have the same opportunity instead of keeping your money in paper, which is worthless. Again, this is not financial advice. Going into survival mode is everything. Preserving your wealth and positioning your family to thrive in the near future is paramount. The time to take action is beyond crucial. God's money cannot be faked. It's got intrinsic value. It's got plenty of usability. And because the crypto game could be extremely complicated for most, this becomes the only way to preserve your wealth in the current times we live in. The price manipulation that has occurred over the last 150 years is about to come to a full stop as we move into an extremely different world. And the true value of gold and silver is going to shine like never before. The people who vividly see what's happening have moved into panic buying right now. The people who get it, who are positioned for wealth preservation, who are accumulating every week, every month, stand to change their course of history for 100 generations to come. Buying gold and silver from CarminesGold.com at unbeatable prices is the best decision you'll ever make. I'm going to end by saying this. This is my opinion and not financial advice. This crash is knocking on the door, and it's clear. It's here. We can fill any size order, $500, $500,000, and yes, even $10 million. Your best option to preserve wealth, if you don't understand cryptocurrency, is gold and silver. Do it now.